Or maybe you do.
It should be live now. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome, beautiful ladies. It is so amazing to see many of you joining live here and also on Facebook. Welcome everyone, whoever is watching from Facebook. I am so excited to be here with all of you for the multiple income experience. So today is day one. Tomorrow we will have the second day, and I can't wait to dive deep with all of you. We have two beautiful guest speakers. And today on the first day, it will really be all about financial safety and wealth without hustle. We will show you opportunities, how you can build your business in a different way. So, welcome. Arlene is here, Kim is here, Brenda, Monica, amazing. I think I don't see all of you, but I'm just really excited and grateful that you are joining in live. So say hello in the comments. Let us know where you are joining in from. Also on Facebook, if you are watching live from Facebook, let us know. Say hello in the comments. This is just so exciting. Yes, Maree is here from Peru, and Maree is our guest speaker for today. And I can't wait to introduce you and hear your story and what you have created. So, welcome to this call. So, this, like the multiple income experience, this whole event really is for coaches and healer, for female entrepreneurs who are ready to create sovereignty, stability, and sustainable wealth without burnout. And I'm going to share with you why relying on one income stream can keep you in pressure and how multiple income streams can create stability, freedom, and true wealth. And then I'm going to hand over to Maree. So, this is not just another training. This is really for you a space, an opportunity where you can shift how you create money. Over these 2 days, you are stepping into a completely different way of building your business. Like, that's the opportunity. Stable, spacious, deeply supported. Because real wealth doesn't feel like pressure. It feels like certainty. And of course, it takes you to build this, that means your mindset, your identity, your choices, your actions, your consistency can create this. So this is available and possible for anyone. So just some words to the power of multiple income streams. One income stream can create pressure, of course. Inconsistent months keep your nervous system in survival, and this energy shrinks your leadership. And we all know how this feels because we all started somewhere, right? Or maybe you still feel this. We also know that safety creates power. Most of you here know me since a while. Many of you here are my clients, and you know how much I speak about safety. When you feel safe, you can think clearly, you show up powerfully, and you make aligned decisions. So multiple income streams create internal stability and safety. And from that place, everything expands. I've spoken to you about inner riches first, right? When we speak about money and riches and wealth creation, it's about you going first, who you are, your internal state, your inner riches first. And it's the same with safety. It's your inner safety first. Before you can create the safety in the outside world or in your business or with your money, you want to create that safety within yourself first. And from that place, you can create it in the outside and in your business. Wealth without hustle, of course, you still have to do the work and you have to become that version of yourself that can create that. But hard or hustle is not a strategy. And when you understand how to combine active, leveraged, and scalable income, you can build a business that supports you instead of draining you. And again, very often I speak about safety because this is just so important. The thing is, wealth expands when safety expands. So just imagine for a moment. Imagine waking up in the morning with the knowing, the deep knowing, more than trust. It's really the deep knowing money is coming in. Money is supporting you from multiple places without you having to run and push and hustle for it today. When you are not relying on just one launch, or when you are not depending on that one client saying yes to you, then your business is working with you. And when you just imagine that, you can feel how you relax, right? And the moment we relax, we open up, we expand. And that means we open up to receiving as well. And we open up to creating that, to, becoming more spacious ourselves, which then means we can create that in the outside in our business as well. And at the same time, you might recognize that, well, some months flow, and then some months feel like you have to make it happen. Not because you are doing anything wrong, but because everything still depends on one stream. So that means every launch matters. When you sell something, when you put an offer out and you sell, it needs to land. You feel like you need to sign some clients from that. And of course, there is this quiet pressure that builds that this has to work, you know? So the thing is, one income stream mostly isn't real freedom because you have the whole dependency on that. And it keeps you available for pressure. But when you shift the structure of your business, then things can change. And I'm not saying that with one income stream you can't be successful, but you fully rely on that one income stream. That's the point, you know? And when you change the structure, things can change. You can stop, relying on that one income stream, pushing it or being over attached to it, also really attaching your worth to the results. You then start to lead your business in a different way. And this is how we want to build our business and show you how this is actually possible. And yes, for everyone here watching, this is possible also for you. Not relying on one source, but building like an ecosystem with three types of income. The active income, that's your one-on-one, your live offers. The leveraged, which is groups and such containers. And the scalable income, which is like, digital, reoccurring, automated income. So when these work together, when you combine that, you don't feel pressure to sell every week or every day. You don't panic when something ends. You don't question if this month will work out, but you are supported. You have a lot more going on than this one launch or even this one offer or, this one thing that has to work out for you. And of course, from this place, you show up as a different version of yourself. You show up so differently. You sell differently because you don't have the pressure in the background and you are not so attached to the outcome. You lead differently because you relax, you expand, you open up your energy. So you go from, I need to make money or I need to make this happen to my business is designed to create money. And of course, by that, you make a bigger impact. And that's why you actually got into this business as well. Like whatever you do here, I know all of you and you are deeply connected to, yeah, you have this calling in your heart. This is your purpose work. So you want to create this impact. And yeah, by, you know, creating multiple income streams, you can help more people make a bigger income impact while you create a bigger income for yourself. So this is exactly why today and why this event matters so much. You are not just hearing my words, my knowledge, my opinion on that, but you will see how this can look like, how this is possible, and really how that looks like when it's fully lived. And this is where I'm so excited to introduce Maree. Maree is a world schooling visionary. Um, we've been connected since, I don't know, 5 or 6 years,
It is.
probably.
Yeah.
And I got
Really.
to know you at the very beginning of this journey, or even before this journey, right? Where you were like on the opposite end of where you are now. Now you are a six-figure mentor, creator of the Freedom Formula, and you really went from being a burned out teacher to building 3 business centers, producing 7 figures in sales.
Yeah.
So Maree turned her vision of freedom into reality. And, just imagine these numbers: 40K months, 10K days, 20K weeks. She is doing all of that now, but while being a full-time mom and world schooling her children, and is just traveling across the globe all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can't wait to hear more from you, Maree. I'm so excited that you're here with us. And I'm just going to hand over to you, share your story and how that looks like for you, and also for how that can look like for others.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor and a blessing to be here with you all. My gosh, yeah, like 6 years ago, completely different story. So I'm
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
grateful. Yeah. And I love how we connected because I really feel like that was the start of my journey, like those internal shifts that we get to go through with our mindset and our frequency and our nervous system regulation and feeling safe to receive. And so I did work with Jara, and I feel like that was
Yeah.
like what everything shifted from there and opened up. And so, yeah, it's been a really beautiful journey. And I feel very honored to be here today to share with you all because for me, it doesn't really matter what has happened before. What matters is what you choose today moving forwards. And I really believe that, like through my story, yes, I was teaching English back then, but I also went through a breakdown, which I believe was my breakthrough because I saw that things weren't working. And through that, I took aligned action in the direction I really wanted my life to go. But I truly believe it is the combination of the two, the inner work, what we really need to go through in those inner shifts, but then also having a strategy or strategies that enable us to create the income that we desire to live our visions and our truth and come back to who we are at our essence, right? So that's what I really love, supporting people to remember as well, just to come back to them and their visions. I do have a short masterclass that will go for a couple of minutes. Um, I don't know whether you can make me host, Jara, so I can share the screen.
I just did it.
Oh, you
So
just did
you
it?
should be,
Perfect.
yeah, you should be host
Okay,
already.
perfect. All right. Let's see. Oh, yes, I can see now. Amazing. Um, oh, I just have to. Oops, I pressed the wrong
So
thing.
everyone, just give us a comment here.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about, yeah, about this presentation here or this conversation? How are you feeling about multiple income streams, actually? Let us know in the comments. Yeah, makes sense and is exciting to think about. I really believe, and sorry, Maree, yeah, you can start very soon. I just want to say I really believe that nowadays, actually, every entrepreneur should have at least a second income stream. because in this world, more than ever, it is important to be independent and to create safety and freedom, right? And there is just so much more possible when we don't just rely on one income stream, but when we really allow, yeah, two or multiple income streams.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's beautiful to have multiple streams. Um, and one thing that I have learned on my journey, like once you learn the strategy of building a personal brand, like that is, and when you do that inner work, like that is your gold. You can do whatever you like in this world, but you have those strong foundations within yourself. And you have like you know who you are, you know where you're going. It doesn't matter like what offering you do, you can pivot, you can change because you have that inner knowing of who you are and your self-worth, and you're open to receiving, and you're convicted in your message. And so I feel like those were massive shifts that I got to go through with the inner journey. So yeah, that has been detrimental to all of my success. But for me, just to be quite transparent, I only have this one income stream at the moment, but I do love the leverage in it and the automation. But at the same time, like having multiple is amazing too. Like in saying that as well, I have done plant medicine retreats and ayahuasca ceremonies. That has been also a part of my journey too. So, but again, just coming back to who you are. And I think that's the beautiful thing about this journey. Like, yes, starting a business and having strategies are amazing, but then also doing that inner work and remembering who you are and that you're an abundant being. And, you know, from that, everything just opens up and flows. So, yeah. So I have a short presentation that I'm going to share with you all, which is a business model that I have been using over the last 5 years that has completely changed my life. But yeah, just a little bit of a background. Yeah, but from where I was before, I had a baby on the way. We had no income whatsoever. My kid's dad, he couldn't get his visa to work. We had no home. I was wearing hand-me-down clothes from my grandma. I didn't have a bra that would work. So as you can see in the photos, like it's tied together. And I believe the financial stress is what brought my daughter to come early. And so from there, that was like the fundamental part in my life that I realized, wow, like I really have to shift this. And that was like my driving force to change my life and shift everything moving forwards. And so maybe you're in a similar situation, or maybe you have been, and you know, now you're at this point in your life where you're like, okay, I'm taking aligned action to change this and to shift out of it. And so my message is always like, it doesn't matter where you were before, what matters is what you choose moving forwards. And so like if it's dictate where I was going moving forwards, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be a 7-figure online business owner, but I actually use this as a fuel to get me to where I wanted to be. So maybe you have situations in your life where you feel like, okay, that was difficult, but rather than being stuck there, I'm using it as fuel and gasoline to get me to that next level. And so that was this moment for me in my life. And now, yeah, I have 3 businesses, online businesses that one of them has made 7 figures in business, so over $1 million, which is crazy. I started with no experience, just this burning desire to change my life and to be present with my kids. When I first became a mom, I heard of the term of world schooling. If you haven't heard of that, it's like learning through the world and culture with your kids and really just showing them all the beauty in this world. And so that was like my burning desire, and that's what I've created. I'm a full-time mom. I'm not a wife anymore. I just went through separation. But that's another thing why I'm so grateful for this business model, because it's given me the sovereignty, the freedom and choice to leave a situation that wasn't supporting us as a family. So I'm so deeply grateful for that. I've been able to generate $40,000 months, $10,000 days, $20,000 weeks. And yeah, what I have learned, that overflow is possible in motherhood. Like, it doesn't matter about your past. If I can do this, anyone can. Like, as I said, I started with no experience, just this drive to change my situation. And I was willing to do the work. I was willing to do the internal shifts and really see that, you know, things weren't working. And I always feel like life, you know, it shows us where things are working and things aren't working. And when they're not working, it's like an invitation to go deeper into that and just like peel back the layers and then shift it. And so that's how I've lived my life over the last 5 years. So yeah, with the freedom formula and what I teach to other mums and women and families and everyone, all different walks of life, is a formula that has allowed me to shift out of from where I was to where I wanted to go and where I am today. And so for me, I found a business model, but I found a formula that enables time, location, and financial freedom. So the first step that I use is social media. And the reason I use social media is because it really allows you to create location freedom. And that's something that I love. Like, yes, I had a brick and mortar business, like, well, I grew up with them, but when I first started my business, I was just doing it in my local community. But then I realized, like, shifting into social media, like, it just allowed me that freedom. And so, what I recommend for people is to get super clear on how they want to live their lives. Is it world schooling? Is it traveling? Or is it staying in the one location because you love your home? Like, whatever it is, it's like finding something that enables you to live the life you truly desire and truly want. And for me, it was travel. So social media was like the number one thing because I needed to have that location freedom. The business model, so how to position yourself with something that everyone wants and needs. And I feel like this is detrimental as well because, yeah, you need something that yeah, people desire, people want. And it also, I believe, has to align with your values and your integrity, because to me, that's really important. Like, there's nothing I do in my life unless I know it's going to have a positive impact in other people's lives. And that's just the person I am. And maybe you're similar. So, yeah, it's like finding a business model that aligns with you and your values. And yeah, you know, it's going to do good for others if that's something that feels good to you. And then also like having automation, so sales and systems in place, which enables time freedom. And without time freedom, then we don't really have a lot of freedom, right? And so for me, I looked at traditional business models and I grew up with like a brick and mortar business. And so I grew up with babysitters. And so I realized that that wasn't the path I wanted to go down because I wanted to be present with my kids. And so having automation, it's enabled me to live my life mostly offline, but my business runs online. So it's a really beautiful key thing to have within your organization or business or whatever it is that you do. And so, yeah, as I mentioned, like online, social media, a world of possibilities gets to open up. And so here, this is when we were in Brazil on these sand dunes. There was no reception. When I got back to reception, I saw that I had sales come through in my organization. And I was so grateful because we spent the whole day just out playing in the sun with my family. And yeah, I really got to see like the energy as well with business, right? Like I truly believe 80% is inner work, frequency, and then just the 20% is strategy. And so I always see that when I'm in my joy, when I'm vibrant, when I'm happy, like things just flow. And so that's another key thing that I highly recommend. And being online with social media, just having that flexibility and that freedom to travel has been absolutely amazing. So yeah, and these are some other mums as well that I have supported over the years, yeah, living their lives offline. So yeah, and the business model. So how to find the right business model that aligns with your values and enables you to create the income that you truly desire. And for me, like I had looked at many different ways to create an income, and there are so many. But for me, I really wanted to create a high income. Like to travel the world, it isn't cheap these days, especially as a family. So I knew that my goal was 5-figure months continuously. And so I needed to find something that would enable me to create that and reverse engineer the numbers, because I think that's truly important. Like having a goal on your income, like what would be your dream income number per month, and then seeing like how much you would need in order to achieve that as well. So yeah, maybe if you want to drop in the chat, like what is your dream income goal per month? How much would it be? How much would you be creating if you felt to share? I can't see the comments, so
I'll read them when they come through.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, let us know what's the number that you have in mind, like in your vision. What's your dream monthly income? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you watch on Facebook or even when you watch the replay, type it in the comments. And I just want to see if I can see that on Facebook. Facebook is always a bit slow with the comments.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
Okay, Kim says 10K per month, which I haven't even allowed myself to think about yet. Monica says, I know it may sound cliche, but 10K months.
Amazing. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and it's good that you're thinking about this now, like dropping it into your consciousness, because I feel like once you have like a goal and then you reverse engineer, it's like, yeah. And then you did the inner work, it happens. So, yeah,
Yeah, and Brenda says 10K months as well, or
perfect.
more.
Or more. Yeah,
Yeah, sure,
amazing. Yeah,
always open for more.
yes, totally. That's so good. Okay. And then my next question is what you're currently doing enabling you to create that? No.
Can you see the comments?
Yes, I can now.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, good.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. I'm working on that though. Yeah. Amazing. Perfect. Yeah. Well, it's nice to know where people are at. Um, yeah, beautiful. Because yeah, for me, that was like one of the biggest transformations, just like getting clear on how I wanted to live my life each month, what was my monthly income I wanted to generate, and then just closing the gap, like saying, okay, well, if what I'm doing isn't enabling me to create that, then something needs to shift. And so this is a really beautiful quote that I like, and it changed my life. But most people try to find an income stream, whether self employed or working in a job, as the first thing rather than like really getting clear on their visions and how they want to live each and every day of their lives. And then, yeah, in the limited pockets of their time after working in a 9 to 5 job or 6 days a week, trying to live their lives when it should absolutely be the other way around. And
Yeah.
so, if you want to create your dream life, you have to get clear on what that dream life looks like for you and feels like. Because I truly believe, like, yes, the mind, like, yes, what does it look like? But then the heart and the feeling, like, how would it feel when you start living that? And then from there, you find something that's going to enable you to do it, like a business model or a strategy. And that's when it all comes together. And that's how my life has shifted and how I have supported other women and families over the years, too. So, yeah, it's a beautiful combination of all of these things. But yeah, first and foremost, get clear on how you want to live your life, how you want to live this gift. And so, like, how would it feel like for you if you were creating 5K days, 15K weeks, 30K months, 100K in 3 months? Like, how would that feel? Does it make you feel contracted and like your nervous system go, ah? Or does it feel good in your body? Like, do you feel open to receiving? Does your nervous system relax? And that is the key as well. Like, for me, when I had my first 5K day, I was in tears for like a week. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, like it was beautiful and amazing and transformative. And I knew that it was because I allowed my nervous system to receive and just be open to that. But yeah, it's like these are the things that we get to really embody and feel because it's possible for everyone. Because I truly believe like money and income is just energy. We just have to be open to receiving it, right? And so, yeah, it's really beautiful to work through this. Like, if 5K days feel like, a bit intense, it's like, okay, we'll work on that. Like, really allow your nervous system to relax when you think about it. So, yeah, and that's safety, as you say, Jara, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the key piece.
Mm, yes. So yeah, so with the business model that I work with, so for me it was 10K days. That is what I wanted to create continuously. And so I work with something called high ticket marketing or affiliate marketing, I guess. Like, I am a distributor for a company called Enagic, which I'm going to go deeper into. Because I couldn't unsee them because I had grown up in traditional businesses and they were ones where like it was a fish and chip shop, a pizza shop, but for instance, like just peeling potatoes every day, right? And then like $2 worth of minimum chips. Like, in order to create a $10,000 month, it was very, very hard because you know how many $2 minimum chips can you sell in order to do that? And that's how I grew up, and that's what I saw my family and my grandparents do. And so when I saw these numbers, I was like, wow, just totally mind blown that this was possible, and this is what we are able to create, no matter, you know, where you are before, but what you say yes to moving forwards. And yeah, what you choose for your life. And for me, it was those $10,000 months. It was traveling, it was location freedom, it was time freedom. And so yeah, it really supported me to see what was possible and do it. So yeah, it's not all about the numbers, but it is what it allows us to do. And that's something that I really preach into people as well. Like, yes, the finances and money fingers are amazing, but how does it make you feel? How does it allow you to live this gift of this beautiful life? And like even your bigger passion projects, which is something that I'm channeling in through now through this incredible business model and the income that we get to generate. So there are different packages and things on what I sell and what I support other people to do as well. But basically, like for a quad, which I'll go more into, you get to generate $6,300. So, which is pretty amazing, right? Like, and to create a $40,000 month, I think I sold a couple of these, and it wasn't through like hustle and all of that type of stuff, which I'm going to go into. There was a lot of automation and flow and systems in place that allowed it to just go easy into my business and my organization. So yeah, going back to like, if you want to generate $10,000 months, then reverse engineering the numbers. Like how many of these would you need to sell? How many of those? And then the other thing as well, like with the automated processes that I use, you don't have to do the sales. There are people and things and systems in place where you don't have to do that. And that was something that I loved, because I have always been like, oh, even after 5 years, but I love the systems that I have in place because it enables my business to run on every single time zone across the globe. And so, yeah, that's something else I'm going to go into as well. So yeah, this is how the 40K months, the 10K days, and the 20K weeks have become possible for me, just with this numbers and the business model that I implement and I use. And so the company that I work for is called Anagic. And so they are a Japanese medical grade company, and they create this incredible thing called living water. And I love this. Like, living water for me is just everything, because I have seen so many incredible things over the years when people start drinking this with autoimmune, psoriasis, eczema, cancers, diabetes, like really returning to people's original state of health. And that's what Kagen actually translates to, which is the name of this water, Kagen water. It means return to origin. So a lot of the waters in the world are polluted. And so what this enables is living water, miracle water, coming straight from your tap, because it's mimicked by the miracle waters in the world. It has the same properties. And so it's really such a blessing to be able to allow people to have this water free flowing from their taps, no matter where they are in the world. And so we take our devices, well, our device, so it's this device, it goes in the tap and it transforms tap water into this beautiful living water that supports people's health and healing. And everywhere we travel to, we drink straight from the tap, like Thailand, Brazil, here in Peru, everywhere we go. And it's been such a beautiful thing. And at the same time, like, I'm drinking this water and like, you know, the income is coming, and like, it's just amazing. We're traveling because of it. Like, we're drinking it every day, and it's the thing that we love. And my kids won't drink any other water because they know the benefits and they feel it within themselves and their systems and their cells. So yeah, there's like a lot of science into this particular type of water. And just by having one as well, you save a lot of money too. So, which has been a really beautiful blessing to have. Then there is the Anespa, which is for showers and baths. So the Anespa, it transforms water again, but for, yeah, the shower and bath, because our skins are our biggest organ. So it's where we seep in the most like toxins. And so if the water is chlorinated, chlorine is actually like a high carcinogenic, right? So that is what's going into our skin and into our organs, into our blood. And so through this, it remineralizes the water. It's a filter as well. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's like a Japanese hot spring, and my kids, yeah, they absolutely love it. They used to come out with like red, rashy skin and eyes after baths, but they don't anymore. So that's been really beautiful. And then the M guard is for Wi-Fi frequencies and radiations. So like the EMF frequencies, if you know a little bit about that, that basically it harmonizes the whole environment, because there are more studies coming out on like what Wi-Fi does to our blood, and like with 5G, the 5G towers and all of that type of stuff. So it harmonizes and protects us and our environment just by turning it on, which is really beautiful. And yeah, there are incredible studies on that too. And then, yeah, the last one is Ukon, which is a beautiful turmeric, which is native to Okinawa, Japan. I went there a couple of years ago. That's me. I actually just got invited to go back this year, which is beautiful. But yeah, they have these beautiful farms there, which grows this native turmeric from Okinawa. And Okinawa is the blue zone as well. So it's where they have the oldest living people in the world. And they believe it is a combination of these things: living water, the turmeric, community as well, which I'll go deeper into the business model, but it's on those philosophies, right? So yeah, it's been really, really beautiful over the 5 years to be a part of this and to change so many people's lives. And yeah, just to go a little bit deeper. So yeah, as you can see, we travel everywhere with our device. It has its own suitcase and it comes with us. It's like, yeah, it doesn't stay home. It just, yeah, it comes with us everywhere, which is amazing. And when I go to different places, people are like, what's that? I'm like, you need one in your life. They love it. Yeah, so it's been such a beautiful blessing. And then yeah, like traveling around the globe, when we were in Thailand, you know, just so many beautiful beaches, but then they're just covered and polluted in plastic. And so showing my kids this new way where we actually don't have to buy single plastic, you know, from bottles and things like that. Like we have our device, and that's been a beautiful thing too. So they can really get into really looking after our environment. Like, yes, drinking this water is incredible for our health, but then for Mother Earth, you know? And so that's been beautiful too, just really teaching them about sustainability and how to take care of this beautiful planet. And then this is the Dr. Shinwa. He was the inventor of the colonoscopy. And he supported so many people in his cancer clinic with this water. And none of them had a reoccurrence of cancer ever after following his alkaline diet and drinking this water. And he believes that those two things was what made everyone not have cancer anymore. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of science that I can share. If you want more information after this, just let me know. But yeah, it's really, really amazing. And as I said before, like I have seen so many incredible things with diabetes, autoimmune cancers, psoriasis, eczema, because I truly believe like once we give our body the right things, especially living water, that's when everything balances itself out. So yeah, it's been really phenomenal and such a blessing to be of service to other people and to share this with them. And yeah, the crystals of water as well. Like this one is living water and this is tap water. As you can see the difference. Yeah, which is pretty incredible. And yeah, just some other testimonials and things, but this is one of the ladies that I have supported on the island. She had really bad psoriasis. She couldn't open her hand without it all bleeding. And then she started drinking just the water for a week and a half and everything changed. And yeah, many different testimonials. This was a lady with Graves' disease, Hashimoto's, a type of arthritis. Yeah, many different studies. So if you want more info on the water, just let me know and I can send it through to you. So yeah, but going back into the business model and how it all works. So the fast track quad strategy is if anyone is looking to create an extra stream of income and they want to start creating 4 figures from the get-go, which is what I highly recommend for everyone, then this is the way to begin. And this is the best way to set up your business so you can start earning those 4 figures and easily scale up to your first 5-figure month. So basically, to start your business, you start with one product and then you sell yourself the other ones, which is pretty easy. And one thing I love about this company is like once you invest in one product or more, you get a business for life that never goes backwards. You don't have monthly quotas. You don't have any of those things. You don't have to, yeah, like it's very easy and basic, and that's what I wanted, especially as a full-time mom. I'm just like, I wanted something to plug in and go and, you know, just be able to support me, and that's exactly what it's been doing over the last 5 years. So yeah, and we drink our water every day. We travel with the Anespa and the K8, the Ukon as well. So yeah, it's like something that we already want in our lives. Even if there wasn't a business attached to it, we'd still be investing in like these things because it's amazing for our own health. But the business, yeah, wow, it's completely changed our lives. So yeah, if anyone wants to begin, this is the best way that I recommend, because then you start earning a lot more back. So you receive in Australian dollars with your first sales, it's like 822. And then with your first 5 quad sales, so most people want these devices in their lives. Like most people have 2 kitchens or a bathroom that they want to put an extra K8 in, or rent one out, which a lot of people do. Or yeah, and the Anespa as well, which is beautiful. Some people have 2 Anespas. Whichever way to begin is perfect, but I do recommend at least 4 products if you really want to hit the ground running and start creating an incredible income. Because with your first package sales, you receive back $18,840 in commissions. And for me, it's phenomenal. Like just thinking that you are drinking the best water for you and your family, and you get to create that. Like there's no, you don't need stock, you don't need inventory, you don't need to ship things, you know, and that's why for me it was like a no-brainer, because I grew up in traditional businesses where one of my first jobs was peeling potatoes and having to do it all. So yeah, it really just changed my whole concept and idea on business and what is possible. And then with your next 6 quad sales, so 11 sales in total, just 11, it's $54,820 in commissions you get to generate, which is amazing. And then after that, another 7 sales, you earn your first $100,000 in profit. So that's only 18 sales, which is crazy. And so that's how I've made like this 7-figure business, because yeah, like the numbers, the income, people need this water in their lives. So yeah, it's just all come together really beautifully. So yeah. And then some other women that I have supported, or other women in our community. So for instance, Holly, she's a beautiful mum in New Zealand, and she just had her first $20,000 month. So she started with me. I supported her about a year ago. She reached out, and yeah, she's just cracked her first $20,000 month. So I'm so happy and grateful for her, and yeah, just celebrating her so much. And yeah, this other family in Australia, they had a $68,000 month in May last year. And then, yeah, it's just kept going up and up. And then Louise, she's from the US. And after her baby was born, she had a $7,391 day. And then Charlotte as well, in 3 days, she had a $10,399 day. And she's also a world schooling mom. So, yeah, she's a single mom. She's traveling the world with her daughter. And yeah, this is what we get to generate, and this is what we get to create, which is something like I love so, so much, because you really don't have to compromise like motherhood for an income. You get to live your visions, you get to live life as you please. And so, yeah, it's been absolutely phenomenal to support so many women over the years. And then, yeah, like just like financial stability. So is, yeah, just to go through the different parts, like is just having enough to cover your basic needs. And then like financial independence is making like 2 times more financial stability. So you're making double. And then it covers your lifestyle and like how you want to live. But then financial freedom is like 10 times in that. And that's what we get access to here, because there's no cap on the income. And yeah, you get to really bring your bigger visions to life. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful for all of this, and also what it's allowed me to do too in my life, like being able to pass income on and just really support people, be generous, and yeah, to also help with my bigger visions, which are coming to life too. So yeah, it's been beautiful on every single level, and I'm so grateful for the money, the income, the impact. It's been beautiful. And so yeah, the business model. So is the way you're currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you're working or not? So I'd love to know. Like if you stopped working today, would you still be paid? If you want to put it in the comments.
a no is coming through, but I think you see that as well.
Let me see. Chats. Oh, yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
for most people, I mean, we know that, right? For most people, when they would stop working, when they would stop taking action in their business,
Mm.
income wouldn't continue to flow.
Yes. Yeah, totally. And that is the traditional model, right? Like,
Mm.
yeah, with the systems and, they really want people to work into retirement and think that's the only way. But really, we get to co-create a whole different life. And when we find the right business model, it just gets to flow beautifully. So, yeah, yeah, amazing. And I was the same as well before. Like, I was teaching English online, and if I wasn't there, then I wouldn't be paid. And so if my kids wanted me because they were sick or whatever, like, trying to ask the boss to have some time off and it was just a nightmare. And so for me, I've always been that type of person where I want my independence and, being able to choose and live with sovereignty and choice. And so that's why, yeah, finding the right business model for me was really, really important, and also the right strategies. So with this particular business model, one thing that I absolutely love about it is we have something called legacy income. And I know so many beautiful mums that have actually got to that level, and I know them personally, which is really beautiful. So Christy, for example, she's a mum in Australia. And so with legacy income, what it actually means is like you receive a bonus, but then you receive like a monthly amount for life that you can will on to anyone, like whether it is family, whether it is causes close to your heart, it doesn't matter. But after you leave this earth plane, you can will it to wherever you like. And for me, I was like, wow, my ancestors, they worked so hard for me and my family. And to see them like work themselves into the ground, and a lot of the things that they left, you, they had mortgages, they had to put all their life into it. And so when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is such a beautiful business model that really enables that freedom for people in our generations to come, and to really shift the way that we do life and business, right? Like, I truly, for me personally, I don't believe we should be working in a capped income job until 65 and then enjoy our lives. Like, that just doesn't align with me in my beliefs. So for me, this has been really, really beautiful to see, and to see what people are doing with their wealth, right? Like, I truly believe if you have big visions on your heart to do good for humanity and for other people, then you need to be well resourced, because you can't create change with only change in your pocket. So it's like looking beyond that. So, like, yes, your lifestyle. And for me, yes, it was like paying my bills. That was my first priority, just being able to pay my bills. The next one was like traveling the world and having that freedom. And now where I'm at, it's like, okay, my bigger visions. What is it I really want to create on this earth? And so that's what we get to do when we have these finances flowing through us. And like this couple here, I got to meet in person. They are such a beautiful couple from the Philippines, but they're here. They're actually earning 80,000 USD for life, and they are donating so much money to stop child trafficking. And I got to meet them in person, and they're the most beautiful, humble beings. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I just love what they're doing. And it's just a pure example of what we get to create and the change we get to really tap into and make in this world, if that's what's on our heart and if that's really what we want to do. So that's why I love this business model as well, because yeah, it just enables all of this. There's no cap. So yeah, it's been really beautiful. And then yeah, just like MLM versus like this business model. So MLM usually is like monthly quotas, $20 to $150 per sale, membership fees minimum, so ticket, and then like recruiting. Whereas with this model, it is a direct sales business model. So there are no quotas, there is no going backwards. It just always increases. It's a one-time investment. And once you make that one-time investment, you get a business for life that never goes backwards. Limitless willable legacy income. It's high ticket, meaning like higher commissions. And then it's through attracting rather than recruiting. And that's something that I love as well with strategy, because for me, I'm not the type of person that likes to cold reach and like, cold message people and reach out to them. And, I really love people coming to me. And that's what I've been able to do with this formula. I built my 7-figure business organically on social media without reaching out to anyone. So it's been pretty incredible. Yeah, and is it a pyramid scheme? So no, it absolutely isn't. But I like to add this in because a lot of people, they think, oh, pyramid schemes and things like that. But really, if we look at a traditional job, it is a pyramid scheme. Like we have the employees, the managers, the directors, and the CEO, and the employees will never reach the CEO. The managers will never get there. So to me, it's like a traditional pyramid scheme, which we have kind of, well, it's fine for people to work 65 years in their life doing. So yeah. But this one, for example, like as I mentioned, Holly, the beautiful girl that I supported recently, she had her first 20K month. And for me, I had a $15,000 month. So it really doesn't matter like where you begin, and that's the beautiful thing about this business model as well, because I really wanted it to be circular. And so, yeah, that's why I love it so, so much. It doesn't matter like how long you've been in the business, you can come in and create incredible income. So yeah, and for me as well, the lady that introduced me, and she's like my mentor, I create more income than her, and she's been in this business model now for like 8 years, I believe. So yeah, it's a really beautiful thing. It's circle, and yeah, that's why it really, really lights me up on every single level and just aligns with my values. And then yeah, the automation, sales, and systems. So again, like I truly believe if you don't have automation in your business, then you don't have time freedom. And time is our most valuable asset because we don't know like how much we've got left. And once it's gone, we can never get it back. So for me, automation is key. And so with this particular business model, we have different people who I pay on my behalf to close sales for me, which is absolutely amazing. And they work on every single time zone. So I'm not on calls all the time. And also for me, like when I first started, and even now, like I could do sales calls, I'm fine with doing them now. But like at the start, I was a bit resistant. I was like, oh, how can I do sales calls? And, like my voice and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's been really beautiful to have that system. But even now, like where I am with my business, I still lean into them because I really value my time. I really value being offline with my kids. And so that's been a really beautiful system to have in place. And yeah, it's been incredible. It's given me my life back. I work 1 to 2 hours on my business per day. The rest of the time, I'm traveling the world. I'm present with my kids. I'm supporting them with different things that they want to do, their own projects. Like my daughter recently, she's just started her own bracelet making business. So that's been really beautiful too. And yeah, so that's basically it, those 3 pillars. And then what we have access to as well, like if this is like, okay, feeling good for you and you can see that it's a clear path moving forwards to creating those $10,000 months that you're calling in, then we also have a really incredible academy that brings it all together, and we teach you step by step on how to build your business. So as I mentioned before, like I had no experience when I first began. Everything I learned was from this platform, and it is super easy just to learn and implement. And I'm so grateful every day that I went in there because I know I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't. And at the moment, the Academy, it used to be 99 US dollars per month, which I have been paying for 5 years. It's just become free. So,
Oh, wow.
wow, yes, which is amazing. So it's for anyone that is ready to begin their business with Fanagic, but you will be taught step by step how to build your business and in many different ways. Like, yes, I do an organic social media strategy. There's also like ads trainings. There is also like offline as well. Like I have a beautiful sister in Portugal. She's created this incredible movement offline with living water, with conscious retreats and different things like that. So we like show you many different ways that you get to do your business as well. So yeah, and also just implementing step by step on how to do this and how to grow your business and how to have the income coming in. So yeah, it's incredible. And then, yeah, for me, I have the Freedom Formula Movement Facebook group. And yeah, we are a movement of families and individuals, and we empower others to get their time, location, and financial freedom back into their hands. And so we are a global community. We are from everywhere. We come together, and I love it because we've never met in person, but we have so many things in common. And that, yeah, it just lights my heart up. Just 2 days ago, I met this beautiful woman here in Peru who I connected with 3 years ago. And she's here with her son. And so it was like, oh, that's so beautiful. Like we met through this online space and now, we're together. And yeah, it's incredible. And I've had people come to Brazil to visit me. A lot of us are going to Okinawa, Japan this year. So yeah, it's amazing just having this freedom with the finances and location and the time to, yeah, really just listen to our callings and follow our visions and live the life that we truly know we're here for. And so, yeah, your next step. So if you are feeling like this is something you want to explore deeper and really just, yeah, tune into whether this is what you want to do moving forwards, I do have a free 10-day trial where you can go in and do a discovery process. Usually the discovery process is 99 US dollars, but it just enables you to go deeper into your vision. Like I know I read some of the comments and some of you were like, yeah, I haven't really thought about like my monthly income goal. This will really set you up to see like what it is you want to create, and also just like bridge the gap and see whether this is the right fit for you or not. And so I highly recommend it. Like doing the discovery process for me 5 years ago shifted everything because no one had ever asked me like, what are my visions? No one had ever asked me, what is my monthly income goal? No one had asked me, like, how do I want to live each and every day with my kids? And like, how do I want to be remembered by them as well? So it really enabled me to go deep into that inner discovery and just, yeah, get really clear on who I am, what I wanted to create, and then just bridge the gap. So, yeah, I highly recommend doing that as your next steps if you're interested in learning more and diving deeper into this work. And then, yeah, 48-hour bonus. So I am opening up a 30-day mentorship. It's called the Freedom Flow for 10 women that are ready to start their business and start creating their first 5-figure months. And so mentorships are amazing because you get one-on-one support. And also I really set you up with the foundations you need in order to scale your business and, yeah, have those 5-figure months coming in, but also the confidence. Like I love this because I get to hold hands with people. I don't do the work for you, but I'm there to support you. And so you can implement and just, yeah, really get your life moving in the direction you want it to go. So yeah, if you would like to learn more about that, just message me or Jara and I can send you the application. Yeah, as I said, we've only got 10 spots. 3 have already gone. So yeah, if you'd like more info, yeah, just message us and we can support you. So yeah, and yeah, just the final thoughts. So yeah, and these are some things that totally shifted my life as well. Like your entire life can change based on the decisions you make from here. And for me, like 5 years ago, if I didn't say yes to this, I know I wouldn't be where I am in my life. So, sometimes opportunities come on our path and it's there to just really support us to see where we're at and what we want to shift moving forward. So maybe this is the opportunity for you as well to do that. And yeah, what's keeping you so loyal to a life that's keeping you so stuck? If nothing changes, nothing changes. And that is the power we have in our hands each and every day for our decisions, through our actions. So yeah, let's close this off.
Yeah, wow. So inspiring. And I don't even know if I ever heard, your journey, your thoughts, that what you shared with us today into such detail and depth. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. We will also put your group link. In the comments of this replay. Also here in the group chat, we're going to send you a group link. So if anyone wants to, just explore more or get to hear more or see other women who are on this journey as well, then you can just join Maree's group as well. So, Maree, yeah, thank you so much for sharing this. For me, every time it actually touches my heart what you have created because, yeah, we were on calls, 5 years ago, and yeah, you were just down and you cried and you were desperate, and now you have created this life. And for me, every time when I see, and I said it before we actually started this call, like, at the beginning of the call that I see your content, I see you traveling the world and, making so much money, creating beautiful impact in other people's lives. And that really shows what is possible. And every time I see your posts, it's like, expanding my mind, my horizon, because yes, that is what's possible. And we really want to shift our thinking, the pictures in our head, how we think about our own life and business, because that's where it all starts, right? And it is possible to get out of this whole, yeah, of this trap, where we think we have to trade time for money, and we have to work hard until we are over 60, and then, well, yeah, there's not that much left from life. So yeah, this is possible. And yeah, before we wrap up this call, I just want to leave you with really this thought or this question of how would your business and your life feel like if, you know, if money didn't depend on this one income stream, or on, yeah, if your life, how you live your life, your lifestyle wouldn't depend on this one launch or on your next one or two clients saying yes or no, how would you really feel? Because I feel like the way most of us grew up in this world, in this system, it has put us into such a box that we really need to, every day, like often open ourselves up and allow, such a, yeah, expansion within ourselves. And as we see, the business model is there. It's available to any one of us. So I can just encourage you to explore, to feel into if that is something you really want to not give it a try, but really look deeper into it, or, ask questions to Maree. If you have any questions right now, please pop them in the comments. And yeah, otherwise, join her group, send her a message, and see if that is an option for you as well. Yeah, and Arlene says freedom. Exactly. And that's it, right? When, many of you here are my clients, and also so many women that I've spoken to over the last years. And when I ask them, why is this important to you? Why do you want to create this business? Or, why do you want to make this impact in the world? And yeah, the number one answer is freedom. We all want to create freedom, right? For ourselves, for others. We want to make a positive impact in this world. We want to contribute to a change, and we want freedom. So yeah, this definitely is a business model that gives you the opportunity to create freedom. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Maree. Thank you so much for everyone joining live today, and also everyone watching the replay. Thank you so much. So tomorrow we will have day 2 of this event. We will have the beautiful Janice come in and share another opportunity of creating, conscious health and wealth in an aligned way as well. So it will be same time, same Zoom link. Yeah, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow again. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. And actually, Maree, I can't end the call. You would need to make me
Oh,
host again.
okay. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Amazing.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.